internal funding and donations, volunteerism. So there's a handful of different things. I would say leave it up to the committee to start.
So so the committee now is going to do what?
Well, what we'll do is we will reconvene. We will share with the committee, the various designs. We will, perhaps try to winnow the key items down. And hopefully we can come up with perhaps a better design. When I say better, I shouldn't say that in that way, but a design that reflects what the council wants. So again, you are going to get copies of all of these contest applications, and maybe you can give us a little bit of feedback in terms of what you think about these designs and what kind of budget you might want to address on this. Again, a lot of what we can do depends on how much money we can spend.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think the committee should come up with 1 or 2 or 3 suggestions at different price levels.
Sure, absolutely.
And then bring that back to the board, I think.
Absolutely.
Good. And a suggestion funding, if it's how much is donation, how much is to be from the town. Thanks so much, Mr. Nowotnik. That's very kind. I think we're going to move to more mundane matters now. So we're going to a resolution for audit for the Justice Court. Who's going to present this? Is this you, Mr. Noto?
No, this would be Hope.
Hope, okay. Sorry, Hope.
Okay, that's okay. Whereas, should I just read the resolution? Or
maybe just the last
paragraph. Whereas the unified court system requested that each town and village provide a copy of the most recent audit or examination of local courts records and a copy of the board resolution acknowledging that a recent examination or audit was conducted. Now therefore be resolved that the town board of the town of Rye hereby authorizes Supervisor Joseph Carbon to acknowledge and accept the audits conducted by Seador & Company, LLC, for the town of Rye Justice Court for the years 2007, 2008, and 2009.
Any questions?
I mean, obviously, they, meaning the auditors, went through the finances, and what I was looking for was their review and their performance of the court. And it says that the information that was presented fairly. So I guess they did not see any abnormalities in the way that the court operates. So I would suggest that we accept this resolution.
Any other comments?
Motion to accept the resolution is read.
Guilford?
Aye.
Mendocino? Aye. Myers? Villanova? Carbon?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I only have the one for Jeff. Do you have one for Aldo, too?
Oh, here's the...
I assume everyone else has it, too. Okay. B and C, if I may, Mr. Supervisor?
Yep.
And these are resolutions assigning counsel to various certiorari matters that are, for lack of a better term, ripe, in that they're moving forward and we need to retain counsel to represent our interests. They're self-explanatory. Resolution B is Jeffrey Binder. That's in the matter of Evelyn Court Apartments and some of the apartments. C is Aldo Vitigliano, and that is in the matter of 36 Midland LLC and PC 406 BPR LLC, which is also the former United Hospital site, both against the town of Rye. And both are being compensated pursuant to retainer agreements executed in 2008. So I would ask that the board adopt these resolutions appointing counsel.
How proximate are these court cases?
Notices of issue have been filed, so they've been called in for preliminary conferences. So we're at the point where a discovery schedule would be adopted and conversations would take place between counsel and the assessor. If they go further, then we get into we have to do have appraisals done and take it to the next level.
And how many years are we looking at here?
Well, if you can see from the resolution, for example, on Resolution B, it's 2 years. It's for 06 and 07. Summit is 06 and 07. On Resolution C, if you look at the index numbers, 06, 08, and 09, and then United Hospital is just an 09. So these range from 3 years to 1 year.
Can you tell us anything on, non-confidential basis about the United Hospital case? I mean, is part of this at all relating to the fact that there's some uncertainty as to what the ground of United Hospital is going to be?
No, I don't think that's...
I'll just make a couple of
I'll let Mitchell in a...
non-confidential
Without
comments.
divulging anything.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I want to ask also...
United Hospital, specifically. United Hospital was sold in 2005 for somewhere between $24 and $26 million. I forget the precise number off the top of my head. It's allocated across 3 parcels. In 2006, the town came to an agreement with United Hospital whereby there were no refunds involved. We reset the assessment at the sale price at that point in time. Since then, the values on United Hospital have trended the townwide values on the commercial level, which means that for this year, the first year they're filing a certiorari, we lowered their assessment. It's a very difficult property to figure out the correct value because of the land use and...
how much do we lower it?
Approximately 8%. So
consistent with
the other commercial properties within the town.
And what are they alleging that it's valued at?
I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew the precise number.
Is it 10% of value, 25% of value?
It's likely 10% of value.
More than likely, I would say.
I was waiting for Joe to ask
It's a 95% certainty.
That's the most important question right now.
That's an easy question to
So it's
answer.
difficult for what reason?
It's difficult because they have land use approvals.
I'm sorry, but I was talking to Mayor Feinstein this evening and congratulating her on securing the hotel tax. And I think it's important for our constituents to know that we're working hard to, fight these certiorari. And nothing infuriates me more than these egregious representations of value where they completely make the bar process a nonsense. If we've got it wrong, we're prepared to sit down and talk with people. And just so the people at home know, we're working very closely with Assemblyman Latimer and State Senator Oppenheimer to change the law for communities that have done a reval. And the law would be that we can bring forward cases that are egregious. Now, this property sold just 2 years ago.
In late 2005.
Yeah, so a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, and you've trended it down and consistent with commercial property reductions.
Absolutely.
Now, what they're basically forcing us to do is incur costs here, eventually incur appraisal. They are, going to take, we got to go to court, we're going to negotiate, and then there's this knife hanging over the head of the schools, and the school children monies will be reduced because they wait 4 years to bring the lawsuit, and then basically you're forced to negotiate and pay a penalty rate of interest. And it infuriates me that that too many of our citizens, commercial citizens, too many of the commercial properties are acting in wholly bad faith. Wholly bad faith. So, yes, of course it's a unique property. Of course it's difficult to value. But and if they had a good faith discussion and said you've made this or that mistake, we might be able to avoid the lawsuit, the appraisal costs, and all of that. But there's no good faith negotiation. There's not one resident in the town of Rye that would take $1 million home and allege it's worth $100,000. Their neighbors would run them out of town. And I don't understand. Maybe somebody, from the legal profession can tell me, why it is we accept that the commercial properties act in bad faith, wholly bad faith. So sorry I guess you were waiting for that rant and
Still waiting for my question to be.
Okay, I will answer.
It's a unique property. That's why it's difficult. There's no property like it.
It's highly unique for a couple of factors. One is obviously